Hello everybody, my name is Trenton Lacombe and I'm a master's level student at Grand Canyon University. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about data and data encryptions in different areas and aspects, as well as how to protect that data. So one of the biggest things is data protection. Data protection is a huge deal in cybersecurity, or really in any industry for that matter. So data protection, for me, I like to have multiple backups, including hard drives, solid state drives, as well as USB sticks. So I'll have everything backed up, and then I'll also have multi-factor authentication, which is an authentication to sign into different websites using my phone number, as well as a password that I change every 3, 6, or 9 months. So that's a really big deal, especially when you're thinking about protecting some sensitive data. But some other aspects of data is data and transmission. So data and transmission is the idea of data being moved from one point to another. So that means whether it's a computer talking to another computer, it's your modem talking to your wireless devices, it's sending data actively and talking to each one of these devices. So that's kind of what data and transmission is. Now, data at rest is another aspect of data. So data at rest is basically the idea of data that is just stagnant. It's sitting there. So you can think about this as data being backed up on a database, a company server, something like that that's not actively moving. And that's another way to store data, as well as to work with data. And then the last one is data flow. And so data flow is the idea of taking that data that you've already saved in a database, talking to a system, and then putting that out to a customer. So you have your input to the system and then your output to the customer. And that's just kind of how the data flows. It goes from one endpoint through a specific outsourcing and then out to the customer and or whoever you're emailing, whoever you're talking to, whatever that next endpoint is, whether that's workstation to workstation like we talked about with data and transmission, or whether that is actually talking to customers in a retail or work environment. So for anybody who really wants to get into cybersecurity, these are very important things to learn about and know how each one of them works together to better the cybersecurity process all the way around. I thank you for joining me today in this quick little introductory into cybersecurity and data protection, as well as data encryptions. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you.